Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to It's Cooking Good. Today we're going to be cooking lemon seafood pasta. Let's have a look at what you're going to need. So, of course, you're going to need some spaghetti or pasta of whatever it is you like. I've got bucatoni. I particularly like this. It's hollow in between. It sucks up all the nice sauces. Seafood. Here I've got some squid, which I've just cut into rings. Some king prawns. Just deveined. Make sure you devein them. If they don't come deveined, just do that yourself. Put a nice little slit and just take that vein out of there. You don't want to eat that. Some lovely scallops. These were so big, I've actually had to cut them up. Look at the size of some of these. So I've actually cut them in half. Just makes them go that little bit further as well. But they are beautiful. Cannot wait to tuck into those. Some lovely mussels. We are in mussel season, so these are really, really cheap at the moment, and they are delicious. These are fresh ones, and I've just debearded them. You'll sometimes find you get some little bits of seaweed and stuff in there. You just want to get that out, wash them under cold water, and they are ready to go. I've got some lemon juice, lemon zest, 5 garlic cloves, which I've just chopped up, my homegrown shallots. There's 4 there, which I've just diced up. Some fresh chopped parsley, double cream, and some white wine. That is it. Looks a lot, but this recipe actually comes together really, really quickly, and it is going to be delicious. So I'll see you over at the hob, and we can start cooking. Okay, so our pan's on a high heat. We're going to start by cooking mussels. So I'm going to put in that wine. Like so, mind your hands. We just want that wine to come up to a, actually I'll put it all in, come up to a nice simmer. Almost burnt myself there. And we're just going to put these mussels in there. I'm cooking actually more than I need because we particularly like them. So I'm just going to chuck those in there, just give them a little shimmy around, and I'm going to put a lid on those until they open up. It's going to take about 2 minutes, and then we can move on to the next stage. Okay, so they've had their 2 minutes. I'm just going to remove those from the heat. And what we're going to do is actually strain them through a colander. So I'm just going to remove the lid. We don't need that anymore. What I want to do with these is keep that wine juice with all the liquor from the mussels in it. So I'm using a strainer over a pan, and I'm just going to do this like that, catch them all in there so we'll catch all that liquor, because we're going to use that in our final dish. I'm just going to switch over pans because we're going to use a different pan to cook the rest of the ingredients in. New pan on, we just got it on a medium heat. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in there, just standard olive oil, and lay our prawns in. Just cook those off. They don't need to be cooked too long because they're going to be cooked further when we assemble the whole dish with the sauce and everything. So they just need to go on for about a minute each side. Okay, so that's had it a minute. Let's just flip those over. I'm doing the prawns first because what you'll find with calamari and the scallops is they do release quite a lot of excess water, which will change the colour of the pan, which is all good. It's all flavour, but I prefer to cook these first. Okay, so that's had its a minute. Let's take these prawns out. I'm just putting them into a little dish here until we need them again. And then we're going to go in with our squid. Don't need to season this. That's it, perfect. And just leave that for about a minute or so. I think they look about fine to me. That's it. And then next in with our scallops. Now I'm going to whack the heat up. We're just going to let that come right up to temperature before we put these in. Okay, so with the scallops, as you can see, I've seasoned them on one side. We'll just lay those in. You're just looking for a bit of colour on these. What you're going to find is it's probably going to turn the pan a very browny colour, but that's all good. Don't worry about that. Oh, little fella, come on. There we go. And we'll just season that up on the other side as well. A little bit of salt on each one. And a little bit of pepper. These are going to stay in 1.5 minutes each side. Okay, so they've had about a minute. What we want to do is just check to see for colour. So I can see that they're not ready yet. We need a little bit more colour on those before they're ready to flip. Okay, so let's check on these now. Let's have a look at this one. Look, nice bit of colour. That's what you're looking for. Perfect. Flip them over. See the colour of the pans change. What that is that's just the water out of the scallops coming out. And it's protein. It basically turns into, as it evaporates, it's basically protein from the scallops. And that is all good because it's all flavour for our end dish. Okay, so they are done. We're going to take these out, put them into our pan with the rest of our seafood. We're going to add in our onion. Remember, it's the homegrown stuff. Onion, that is. And our garlic. Put all of that in. Lovely. And just give it a shimmy around. I'm just going to add a little bit more oil. Just a touch. Okay, give this all a good stir around. Perfect. Just want to cook it out for about 1 minute now. That's looking perfect to me. Now, remember our juice that we saved from our mussels? That's all going to go in. You've got that lovely white wine and obviously the juice from the actual mussels themselves. And we're just going to scrape the bottom just to get all of those lovely pan flavours up into that as well. And let this cook out for about 1 minute. Okay, so that looks perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm now going to add in our double cream. It's about 250 millilitres double cream. Our lemon zest, all in. And our lemon juice. Perfect. And just give it a good stir around and then cook that off till it comes up to the simmer for about another minute. Okay, so that's simmering away nicely. I just need to now check it for seasoning. So let's just give that a little try. Just needs a touch more pepper. And then we're going to go in with our seafood. So what I've done is with the mussels, I've taken some out of the shells. So I'm going to put those in. We're going with the rest of our seafood, the calamari, the scallops and the prawns. Lovely. And then in with our pasta, which I've just cooked off, al dente. So 2 minutes before the packet told me to take it out. That's all I've done. And just give it all a good incorporation like that. As I said before, I mean, you can use any pasta you like. I particularly like the bucatoni. Spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine would work really well with this also. That's it. Okay, just cook that down for a couple of minutes. Okay, that's had a couple of minutes. I'm just going to add a little bit of parsley and then the remainder, or some of them, of our lovely mussels. Look at that. And we're just going to give those a little stir around. Oh yeah, this looks amazing. You can smell the lemon, the wine, the seafood smell. It smells fantastic. And that's it. Give that another minute and we'll be ready to plate up and give it a try. I'll see you over there. Okay, so let's see how we've done. Here is the finished product. Looks pretty as a picture, and I, for one, cannot wait to give it a go. Try some of this pasta. I mean, it just holds that sauce so well. Let's just see how we've done there. Hot. Amazing. You can taste that lemon, the wine, and the juices from the fish. It's wonderful. Nice mussel. They're so fresh this time of year. I'll put that there. I've got to try a little bit of one of the scallops. Let's just see how we've done there. Still juicy, tender, and taken on the flavour. That is amazing. Really, really good. Guys, give this one a go. It really is a fantastic dish. I really appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please do click on the watermark over here. If you've got a recipe you'd like me to cook, send it through to me. I'd love to cook it for you. I'll put all of the details for this recipe down below in the description. Until next time, all I've got left to say is thanks for watching. I'll see you soon, and it's cooking good.